Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this is reaching you. This is Spy from Earth and Water Tarot, and I am here to read the general energy for the week of the 6th through the 12th of April. I hope you're all doing well. I had beautiful weather here for a while. Now it's changed. It got rainy and cold again. Huh? 'Tis the season, right? Anyway, I had a weird thing this morning. You know what? Guys, like when you first wake up and you're kind of in that hazy, weird twilight kind of situation. Anyway, I saw myself throwing my reading, and so I'm going to do what I saw because it was different than usual. So anyway, I'm going to open with an oracle card, and then I'm going to do the 5 card spread and clarify. So something we all, or one of us, or many of us need to hear. So let's go ahead and let me pull the oracle first and see what we get from. Oh, that was it right there. Let's see what we got. Whoa. Leadership, Holy Spirit. And they told me to read it, so I'm going to read it. So that is card 51, Leadership, Holy Spirit. Let me find it. All right. So what is going on? I rarely get these, so it's very interesting, you guys. Anyway, listen to this. The Holy Spirit is encouraging you to consciously and fully embrace the leadership role you've carved out for yourself. Through your focus, dedication, stability, and discipline, you're emerging from the background and becoming recognized for both your competence and wisdom. Others are naturally attracted to your charismatic vibration and will follow your lead as they rightfully sense that you can be trusted. The Holy Spirit is your guiding force as you motivate and inspire others. Indeed, the very word inspire comes from the word spirit, which means to invite or to inhale. Interesting. The Holy Spirit into your life and move you towards your creative and spiritual best. The Holy Spirit affirms that your assignment for now is to shine your bright light on the world and make no apologies for your enthusiasm or confidence as you lead others to higher ground. Wow, this is nice. Be mindful, however, not to overdrive yourself and become disconnected from your source, or you get risk of burning out. Well, that makes sense. Enthusiasm is like fire, must be contained or it can consume you. The Holy Spirit's message, lead with confidence. Okay. All righty, kids. So apparently, we need to take some kind of leadership role. All right. And well, you heard what I read. If you need to go back over that, do. And let me do the 5 cards. I went out and got another little deck yesterday. Look at a little can of the Smith Wave cards. So let's throw out that 5 card spread and see what the heck is going on. And if you are inclined and have the time, I'll hang in to the end and I'll do pull a card for every sign for this week. But let's go ahead. Oh, there we go. Here's the first card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're already screaming, keep it alive. Okay, so there's the 5 cards. I'll look at the bottom. Oh, Ace of Swords. All right, so always aces, beginnings, new directions. This is swords, air signs. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is a new idea, a new direction in your mental state. So, all right, this week is bringing in something fresh. All right, let's look. And we're going to lead too. That's interesting. All right, let's look at the 5 cards. First one out the gate. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. All right. He's solid as a rock, knights come in, they change things, they have offers, all that good stuff. He's plodding in, he's on the only one on the horsey that's just got all his feet on the ground, right? But it's always usually a very good, solid offer. It's an earth sign, right? So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Anyway, this feels good so far. Next card. Oh, we're doing great here, guys. Justice, Libra. That's truth. That's getting the correct things happening for you. I mean, it's justice. And also, if you are battling any kind of legal situation, it will most likely go correctly. It will go correctly. So very interesting. Let's look at this middle card. What do we got in the middle? Wow, another major arcana, Judgment. Wow. Well, we know we are getting a new idea, a new start somewhere, and this is because of an epiphany. There's some huge, this is dead center, you guys. A major, just really, something's going to really hit us this week. Wow, they're saying that your awareness, you're going to be off the charts with your awareness of what's going on around you this week. Wow, okay. And it is going to create whoa, that epiphany moment, some real wake up call for you. Let's look at the next card. Oh, I do like the Queen of Swords, though. Queen of Swords. All right. See, we do have that new idea. This is what she's all about. She's, the air sign, the thoughts, all that good stuff. She is very approachable. She does have the more feminine aspect of that energy, but she also sees things very black and white. She doesn't mess with emotions. It's not a time for emotion. Oh, thank you. It's funny how that rolled out so easily. This is not a time for emotions. Okay, emotions have been in the way. And so that's why she showed up here, especially because we got some big thing hitting us here. So you got to take it cerebrally. Okay. You got to really think and not, if you react, you react. You can't help what your body's going to do, but try to feel that, ride through it, and then override it with better judgment. Okay. Let's look at the last card. Do like it. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So there's achievement here. Okay, there is achievement this week because she's made it. I mean, that's really high up there. You go 1 to 10, you start again, all that good stuff. And I love nines because there's still room for growth. I know I've said that a gazillion times, but I really like it because it's being comfortable, it's being secure, it's being safe, but knowing you can let that little bird fly, spread your wings, and try something new. So really interesting. We're getting a new idea, a new direction because of some huge epiphany, some major awakening. Now, it feels like it's solid, it's true, it's correct, but we do need to handle this very cerebrally, very, very thoughtfully. You don't need to knee-jerk react, all right? So slow your roll whenever this comes in because it feels like it's going to be a biggie. But the big tell here, what I'm getting at the end of this though, is that you're going to be okay. You're secure. You're safe. It's actually elevation. It's actually elevation. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to tear too much because I always like people, since it's general, the digging deeper. I'd rather you did your own digging if you relate to this. So that's what we got. Very interesting week. Just be prepared for that. All right, you guys. Now, let me go ahead. Let me use this deck. I'm going to use my other one. Go ahead and pull a card for every astrological sign. See what we go in. This is a good week, though, you guys. It really is. I think awakening to anything and getting correct and justice and having it solid and all that good stuff. And the fact that we can decipher it mentally, stably, and we are stable and secure and all that good stuff. So yeah, just wait for this some big happening, and it's going to change a huge amount of something in your noggin. That's for sure. All right, right out the gate, since we're in Aries season, let's start with Aries. All right, Aries, your focus is the lover. So this week is all about your relationships and how to deal with this. And if you relate to this reading at all, there may be some kind of epiphany, some awakening in your relationship. But it looks like it will be good. All right, so Aries, there you go. Leo. Page of Pentacles. All right, Leo, you're going to get some information, definitely coming in for you. Very solid. Here's your earth signs again. Now could relate to younger people. Those pages tend to be like teenagers, young adults, stuff like that can be. But I feel more that it's just a message of they're telling me plenty. Something very good and solid is coming in for you, Leo. So maybe this is your epiphany, right? Fabulous. Good for you. So anyway, heads up on that, Leos. Sagittarius, let's see what you got. Saggies, you got the Eight of Pentacles. So your focus is on what you do this week, okay? Your work and how well you do it and how you've been repetitiously doing this. And yes, you've achieved and you've done well, but there is, eights tend to be, as you're running up that scale, you've hit an obstacle, right? So there may be just some kind of obstacle, in something that you've been doing a long time and very well, but maybe it's just getting a little bored, or you're feeling just like, damn, is this it? It's like getting stuck in the same play over and over and over. You're just going in. That's how you're feeling a little bit about going in circles on this. So focus on, thank you. Make yourself happy in what you do. That's what I just heard. Don't focus on the negative aspect or the fact that maybe you're getting bored or something like that. Focus on the positivity of the fact that you've achieved this and you've done something well for a long time. Go at it that way, because you are going to hear some news about something. All right, that's what you got, Sag. Let's move on to the earth signs. Taurus. Ooh, Taurus, you're on the right path. You're feeding the right kitties and all that good stuff. You got the star, and You're fulfilling your wishes, you're doing the right things, and you're being, thank you. They're telling me you're being generous. Okay. If you notice, she's pouring water not only into the water, but also on land. And that's where you're doing all the right things. You're balancing out, you're being generous to the big picture. So good on you, Taurus. This is once again progress for you, Tauruses, this week. Very good. This Virgo. Virgo, you got the Nine of Pentacles. We got her down here at the end of the reading. Virgo, just remember, with all this information, these changes, things that are going on this week, you're safe. You're in a very good place. You've made it really far. You're doing good, and just be willing to understand that you can explore further in your life, because your foundation is fine, strong, and grounded. So good for you, Virgos. Capricorn. Ooh, Knight of Wands. All right. This bad boy here for you Cappies. And I shouldn't say bad boy, but the Wands, that's your spiritual realm. That's all about, what really charges you up. So something's charging in for you Caps this week. But most likely, be careful. Like the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, you can be a little bit of a player, can be coming in and, kind of creating some havoc. So just heads up on that energy. It might be the sweetest thing you've had in a long time, or it might be total chaos. Just heads up on that. Okay, Caps. All right, let's go to the air signs. So Gemini. Okay, Gems. What's up with that? Look at this, the Nine of Swords. All right, you're caught in the never-ending nightmare this week. So take advantage of this week, if you can relate to this reading, of the epiphany, the awakening you get, and trust that it's correct. We got justice and judgment here, and it's true for you, but you need to stop, tearing yourself up, beating yourself up because it's of something that you don't have any power over. That's what my guides are telling me. So there's acceptance with this epiphany and this learning, and to be able to separate yourself out, emotionally from it. So be good to you. Be good to you, and stop torturing yourself. Best I can say. So Gemini's. Libra. Ooh, Libra's Ace of Pentacles. All right, so you're going to start a new direction in your physical world. So there could be something new happening in your job, at your home, or even, like I say, I can say your physical health. I just can't say anything else about that. But new beginnings anyway in the physical world for you Libras. So Gemini, Libra, let's look at Aquarians. See, here's bad boy. Aquarius, heads up. Didn't I just talk about him, the Knight of Cups? Well, yeah, Mr. Sweetie Pie's coming in, offering a rollicking good time. Heads up on that. It could be great. Could be the love of your life, or could be a player. So just heads up on that, Aquarius. And if this relates to you at all, you're going to get knowledge about whoever this is. You're going to receive info. Okay, so cipher it. Don't be overwhelmed by a dazzling charmer. Okay, use your head. So let's move on. Last but not least here, the water signs. Cancer. Oh, good on Cancers. Yay for you. The Six of Wands. Why is there a shadow there? Weird. Fabulous. All hail the conquering hero. So keep at it. You've been pushing, doing what you want to do, trying to fulfill yourself, and you're feeling really good about it, and the people around you are happy for you. So good for you, Cancers. Pisces, let's see what you got. Ooh, Pisces, Three of Pentacles. Don't be afraid to toot your own horn this week, Pisces. That's all about, how you create. It is the creative. Threes are all about being creative. And this is in your physical world. So something that you do that you're good at, be willing to be sharing and generous. Okay. That's your tip for the week. And last but not least, Scorpio. What do we got for Scorps? Whoa. Double whammy on the Queen of Swords, Scorps. All right, Scorpions. Take everything that hits you this week, and it's going to come at us. The information, this epiphany, this judgment, this ruling, that is true, Justin, all that stuff. Take that, but make sure to take your emotions out of it. All right, just heads up on that. Just go ahead, and like I said, we all can't help that we feel your feels, but then work it out. Wow, they're saying detached from the emotional side of it. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I got for this week. As always, I do have to say again, it's a general for the collective, so you may or may not resonate, but I send you all my love. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. and I figured out how to do this now. Bye.